Alright guys, so I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even have time to record this intro, but I'm currently in the release type soul, and I just want to say this video will be for the people who are new to the game, who don't really know anything about hollow progression or anything. I'll show you guys exactly how to go from regular fishbone hollow to the Menos, to the Ajukas, to a Vasto Lord, or more as well. How to obtain your partial resurrection, how to obtain full resurrection, and even how to get your Segunda as well too. So all of that good stuff is in this video. Honestly, I'm rushing to record this right now, so please bear with me. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you guys still need any help with the game after this video, you can still come join my Discord and we'll help you out in there as well too. So yeah, all right, so early game hollows are actually pretty basic. Honestly, in my opinion, they and Quincy have like the easiest path to elite grade, but you literally go around the whole map fighting other hollows, and once you defeat them, you press B to eat the remains. So you first start out as a fishbone, so right now your goal is to become a Menos. So after you eat a few hollows, you will eventually become a Menos, but now from here as a Menos, you want to go around fighting and killing other Menoses to eventually evolve into an Ajukas. You can also kill an Ajukas as a Menos too, and you'll evolve faster, but if you die too many times, you will reset back to a fishbone, so be careful. As an Ajukas, you can instantly decide to take off your mask by pressing Control K, and then you'll respawn as an Arankar, which is really what most people do, but there is a method to becoming a Vassalkar as well, which is an evolved Vasto Lord. And this method is the harder path, but to become a Vasto with method 1, you have to collect 25 mask cracks, and to obtain mask cracks, you have to kill other Ajukas in game, whether it's a player or NPC, but NPCs give you 2 mask cracks and killing the player gives you 1. But keep in mind, finding an NPC Ajukas will take you forever as well, and the catch is if you die, you do lose 5 mask cracks as well, and also if you leave the game while in combat, you also lose all of your mask cracks as well. But yeah, but after you collect 25, your Ajukas will evolve into an albino Ajukas, but your progress doesn't save, so if you still die, you will also still lose 5 mask cracks, so that's tough. But after this, there are 2 ways to become a Vassal Lord. You can either kill another albino Ajukas, which would be another player, or follow the lines that appear over your character pointing around the map, and that will lead you to fighting your Vassal Lord boss, which is for 1 pretty hard, but 2 also extremely difficult to find because the lines are just confusing, and sometimes another player kills the Vassal Lord and you have to rejoin in another server, and it's annoying. But once you finally defeat it, you can grip it and you will evolve into a Vassalkar. So yeah, that's the extremely hard method. But the second method is to obtain 7 Hogoki fragments from raids or bosses, PvP even, or even the AFK world, and from there you will be able to equip them to your skill set and click, and then once you do so, you will respawn as a Vassalkar. A much easier method, but either way you're going to be relying on a lot of luck no matter which way it goes. Now on to the leveling and grading up. Progressing as a Arankar is actually pretty simple. You just have to do the mission board quests and it gives you mission EXP. So you'll be grade 3 and then eventually you'll hit grade 2, and after you hit grade 2 you will be able to start your partial resurrection quest. So you can go to the White Castle in Hueco and interact with this pink orb all the way on the top floor, and once you click it, it should say something like this, and then from there you should instantly be teleported into the partial res lobby, which is lucky for new players because back in the day we had to walk from the castle, but once you teleport into the lobby, I know a lot of people have a tough time with this, so you're gonna want to take things easy and go slow. Don't do too much trying to rush it. It's just an obby, man, remember that. Also, what I like to do is turn my graphics down, and for some reason it just feels smoother and just easier to do. I don't know why, but just take your time, man, okay? And this is also a skill issue thing too, so I can't really help you too much with this, but the best thing is there isn't a cooldown to do this anymore, so you can keep trying it over and over. And for this part you can sort of angle it, and I don't know, it just makes it a little bit easier for me. And also be careful near this end part because both of these parts right here, they're kind of slightly tricky, but just make sure you're paying attention to how you jump. But now you're officially a grade 2 and awakened with partial res. Unfortunately though, I think when the game drops, they actually won't have their second move, so you'll only have 1 move for the partial res, but you're going to want to go back and do the mission board quest until you eventually hit elite grade. And once you hit elite grade, you can finally start your full resurrection quest, and this quest actually has 3 parts to it, so it's the same for every race until stage 3, but for stage 1, after hitting elite grade, you will need to win 13 raids or 26 ranked matches, which for new players might be really hard, so I would recommend you guys to actually do the 13 raids instead. You can hop into any raid server, and whichever your faction is winning, just stay in there and try to help as much as you can, and then when you win, that counts as 1 raid. So after you complete all the raids, we move on to stage 2, and for stage 2 you need to grip 10 elite grade players. It can be your friends or an alt account, it can be the same person too, so don't worry. And then you'll need to defeat 1 world boss, whether it's the Bawa Bawa or the Jadambo, but also the Bawa is just easier to kill in general because you can glitch it, and it's in Hueco, so it's just a lot more convenient too. Lastly, for stage 2 you need to kill 50 hollows, and yeah, you should be done. But in this entire stage 2, remember, you cannot die 1 time or your whole progress will reset. Anyways, after completing stage 2, you're going to move on to stage 3 where you have to go back to Hueco, and this time you're going to want to fall into the Menos pit. So once you do that, you climb a very specific tree, and just look at how this one looks here, you'll be able to tell. But once you're at the top, go into this cave and you'll want to sit next to this sword and press M to meditate, and you know you're good if you see see the whispers as you're meditating, but you're gonna want to meditate for 5 to 10 minutes until you get teleported into the maze. And now that you're in the maze, it's gonna be very interesting because you have to find the hollow that has blue eyes. And keep in mind, you are being chased by some shadow Ajukas as well. So if it touches you, you die and it's cooked, but you can, you know, retry it again and it's fine. To make it easier, you can actually turn your graphics down and it's a little bit better to find the blue-eyed hollow. I don't know why it makes it a little easier to see his eyes, but yeah, once you find him, you finally awaken full res and it looks clean as hell, bro. Personally, one of my favorites, but there's actually a second transformation for you guys too in Segunda. Now for Segunda, you will actually need to be a Vastakar, so go do those requirements first and then go back and talk to the sword in the Menos forest, and he essentially tells you have to kill 20 people who have activated Bankai, full res, or Vol standing. And you can tell when you're doing it correctly when your grip animation has changed to choking the player out. Yeah, very kinky. But yeah, you can grip the same person too, so it can be a friend or an alt, but whatever it is, after you do all that, you will finally awaken Segunda. And man, I pray for you. If you did this whole progression, dog, do you have a life? No, I'm sorry.